Yes, okay, we're recording. Hi, kids. I'm back from vacation and the recovering from the week of being sick from being on vacation. Dad got me a new game since I'm just sitting in a chair a lot. There's not much here. You'll see. Well, I'll show you. Um, I think this is early access. There's solid potential. There's some really good points. Um, the tutorial is awful and dumbed down to the point of being insulting. But we're gonna go through the tutorial. And you're not having to go through this with me. The first time there was a lot of profanity with the tutorial. Um, I'll show you.
Your allies have been ambushed by goblin raiders and are being held captive in the ruins of an old fort. Learn the basic controls of Battlemarked as you attempt to rescue them.
But I don't like the narrator.
Use the WASD keys to move your view around.
Really?
You can use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom in or out.
You think?
You can move the camera freely while holding the right mouse button. Well done. Now we will learn how to move your hero through the world.
Alright, so that was 3 and I went through
those really quickly. The floor outline shows your movement range, which is how far your piece can move. Pick up and drag your hero to the marked tile. You can interact with some objects in the world by placing your hero above them. This will move your hero next to the object.
Angle does kind
Drop your hero above the door to open it.
Oh my god, stop talking. The camera angle does kind of fuck with how it appears that you're interacting with something. So, like, see, it's going, that red X is going way over there. And from here, it's kind of hard to see that I've actually interacted and I'm not just stopping in front of the door. Right here, alright, let me change the camera angle. Right here, I'm just stopping in front of the door. Here, I'm interacting with the door.
Each turn, you may use 2 action points, or AP for short. Every action you perform, such as moving or opening a door, costs 1 action point. You can see how many points you have left on the turn meter.
Anyway.
To attack an enemy, pick up your hero and drop it on the enemy piece, exactly the same as opening a door. All heroes can perform a melee attack.
Alright. So I'm scrolling a little. Hopefully you guys can see this is kind of tight. It's a hard angle. But once you pick up the whole thing kind of lights up red. So
a die is used to
One step ahead.
Well fought, but you took damage during combat. This reduced your hit points. When your hit points reach 0, your hero will be down.
I want to slap the narrator so hard.
Continue onwards to your next challenge.
Alright. No perception checks.
One of the goblins has struck you with a flask of poison, afflicting you with the poisoned status effect.
So this is a little icon above your character. Hovering over the character does nothing. Over here is where it shows you what your effects, your status effects
Some
are.
status effects are beneficial, while others are harmful. When poisoned, you will take damage at the end of your turn until the effect ends. Fortunately, there is a treasure chest nearby containing a potion of healing. To open the chest, move your hero on top of it.
Yep, you needed that explained to you. Go open the chest and get the loot.
This card is a potion of healing. It can replenish your hit points and remove negative statuses, such as poison. To use the potion, pick up the card and drop it onto your hero.
Cards are here. putting your card. They want you to drop it on your hero. You got to make sure, again, your hero is lit up, is the yellow, and you're not somewhere next to them or whatever. It doesn't work over here, which would be really fucking helpful during combat when you've got bunches of enemies and bunches of players.
Fight's not over.
You see another chest before you. Why not take a look inside?
Why not? Why ever would we just walk past the chest of loot? Oh my god.
You now have 2 arrow cards that allow you to attack. To fire an arrow, pick up the card and drop it on one of your enemies.
Really? Just like combat? What? Alright, so now you gotta click your die.
Perfect aim.
While your arrow card is reusable, there is a cooldown period after its use. The number on the card indicates how many rounds you must wait before it can be played again.
Block the view of what you're trying to do.
Fortunately, you still have 1 more arrow card to play. Use it to defeat the second enemy.
The forest flies against you.
Right.
You have now used both of your action points, and a new round begins. The cooldown on your arrow cards has ended, and you may... This hero has been downed. You can revive them using a potion of healing, or by dropping your piece onto the downed hero. Since you have no potion, you have successfully revived your party member, but now face more enemies than you can defeat in 1 round. Fortunately, there is a poison barrel nearby. Try shooting it.
This pot thing here in the middle? Yeah. Because who doesn't slap down a pot of poison and then stand around it in a cluster?
As rain finds the ground.
The barrel has exploded, releasing a cloud of poison gas over the surroundings. You now control your second hero, the sorcerer. He is a master of powerful elemental magic. His firebolt card, for instance, not only inflicts the fire before you must now be extinguished before you can safely. The water flask will break to douse the area indicated, and costs no action points to use. Try using the flask, since you have 1 of your action points remaining. You are now free to gather the loot dropped by your defeated enemies. Move your piece on top of a... Pick up the second loot bag. Aside from loot and treasure chests, there is 1 more common way to acquire new cards. Energy builds in your card meter every time you defeat an enemy. When this is filled, you will receive a new card for each of your heroes. You can scrap unwanted cards to fill your card meter faster. You can only scrap consumable cards. Try discarding 1 of your cards by dragging it to the scrap icon.
Yay, scrapped a card.
The energy in the card meter has now been filled, and each hero has received a new card.
Oh, that one's
Open
nice,
the door
though.
ahead to proceed.
Okay.
The healing fountain will replenish hit points and remove negative status. You are now ready to face your first real challenge. Once you feel ready, enter the final chamber to free your ally.
Fuck feeling ready. I'm getting loot.
Time to move.
Alright, so if you don't have your... it can be really hard to, again, looking for the yellow outline.
Looks like our escapee got homesick, and he brought a friend to...
Alright, so normally I would just try to target the barrel that's in here. But I can target everything with this, so... Now notice, using the flask of acid did not cost me an action point. And from here, I can...
Whoa! Look out!
Firebolt that guy, and then move. get that. Yay, Alchemist.
Enemy's turn.
Alright, so... arrow. This game is really smooth when you don't miss. Trust me, the tutorial is rigged, obviously. Alright. Well, I am out of things, but again, using a potion did not. I still have 2 actions, so I can run up here. Melee.
Take that, please.
Nice.
At times, you'll be given the option to perform an ability check. This involves rolling a die to defeat the difficulty class, or DC, of the particular challenge. Roll the same number as the DC or higher to succeed. Depending on the ability scores of your hero, some checks will be easier than others. You will be able to improve the ability scores of your heroes throughout your adventures.
Things you've got to click through before you
your remaining party members are imprisoned in this cell. You consider how best to free them.
Alright, so we want to pick the lock, we want to search for the key. Probably be smartest to just search for the damn key, you think? Oh, you found the key! How amazing!
This could change everything.
And now we're real slow, gonna go through. Yeah, this is happening.
You manipulate the rusted lock and free your allies. It's time to leave this place. The level exit is in sight.
I knew my boys missed someone. You've done well to get this far. But then again, you did not have to face me, Gronkov Ruff. Boys, get ready and beware.
This bugbear captain is carrying such an exit room. He is wise to your fiery magic and preemptively douses himself in water. Since the captain is a powerful enemy, it would be useful to know his strengths and weaknesses. Hover above an enemy to reveal vital information on your adversary.
Yup. Because you don't do that in other games.
The Paladin is a versatile frontline fighter. He can protect himself with armor and support the party with healing, all while smiting enemies on the field.
So you can see the card is actually in the way of me being able to see what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to rotate the screen and see if I can... It's flickering there, so I know it's possible. It's not wanting him to Divine Smite, I think, is the problem. Why is not clear? Will it work on this guy? No. I think they wanted you to do replenish armor, which is pretty shitty because he's got 5 armor already. Instead, I'm just gonna do this.
Just getting started.
So that guy had a riposte attack. That's what you saw there. Let's see. Well, it will not. It's still
The rogue is a master of assassination. She can use stealth to avoid being targeted by enemies, then move in close to deal heavy damage. Her melee attacks deal bonus damage.
See if, okay, her cards are working. And should be able to blink strike.
This should do the trick.
Are they going to get away?
Well fought. With rune in hand and your foes vanquished, you can now use the level exit to finish your mission.
So, he's... Oh, we've gotta move through the tutorial still. Okay.
Only the hero carrying the exit rune can use the level exit. You can skip the current hero's turn by clicking on their portrait. You can also delay their turn, so long as they have taken no actions. This can be a valuable tactic in combat. Congratulations. Your party is
Okay, now that you've done the very painful tutorial with me, and we all feel mildly insulted and dumber, I'm gonna look at... Well... There's no... Is there a back button? There it is. Alright, we'll look at heroes. So, you can somewhat create a hero, but you start with Tibby, Jessex, this guy, this guy, this guy, and the Elf Bard, which as you can see, not even used yet. You can unlock this guy and the Druid. To create a hero, you go in here. And you don't get to pick race or class or anything, you know, that makes the slightest bit of sense.
Fate may hum its tune, but I sing my own song.
Yeah, you just hate every aesthetic bit of your character, honey. I cannot. I don't
I
really
hear
like
and heed the call.
Jessex either. But I like Rangers, so we're gonna go with this. And you can't do anything about, you know, that. You can't change any of this. You just get to proceed. You don't get to do anything about these. Now this is what you can change, the secondary. And this is stuff that you unlock as you play. So you can change your secondary. These are the secondary characteristics. So if you're going to be a ranger who does a lot of hand-to-hand fighting, you can be an intelligent ranger, which is what I tend to like to play. Wisdom based, as you see. Constitution, get more hit points, some nice stuff here. Charisma, also a really good option for a ranger because that lets you make friends with wild animals, and there are instances of using animals as long as your ranger is the character who encounters it before any of the other characters encounter it. It's not a, hey, we found this wolf chained up over here, come over here and try to make friends with it. It's whoever manages to stumble over the chained up wolf is the person who has to try to befriend it. So that makes it a little less beneficial. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna take my chances and go Charisma with this ranger. So I'm going to proceed, and now you get to change the name a little bit. What are we gonna name this ranger? Alright, you know what? I've never given Briar a last name before. What do you think, Sassy Pants? So, and there's no random name options that most other games have managed to include. Alright, we're gonna go with that, because that's not at all cheesy. Super cheesy. Okay, before we click finish, we want to make sure you can do a little bit. So you can see that's a ranger that's pretty bright, stands out. That's a ranger that'll blend in. The hell? That doesn't look rangery at all. Ooh. Evil ranger. Yeah. Going with that. Okay, and then you can change the hair color. Like that. Let's see. Ooh, be an old ranger. Like that. Also not terrible. Alright, let's look at those again. For a ranger, I hate the hairstyle, but we're doing what we can. You know, I think I'm going with that. Eye color. Can you even see the eyes? Like, I can't really zoom in. That's creepy. Unhinged. I honestly cannot tell the difference between these two. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Mo it is. Alright. This is skin tone, which is, again, how is that lighter? Okay. Good. The hell? Keep going lighter. Like that. Like that. The fuck? I think I'm digging Briar right now, yeah. I like the more cinnamon tone, yeah. Alright. Maybe change it. No, you don't really. Oh. That's kinda eerie now. You got a jungle cat coming up on you. Okay. And that's how you make a new character. Very, very limited. But, can't pick male, female. You can't be a halfling ranger, or a human bard, or, you know, a dwarf paladin. You see, I've played this with your dad a little bit. We played a session with David. It's not hard to level your characters up in this right now. I don't know if that will change in the future, but 1-1. So basically, I need to play a game and somehow get the bard, the new guy. Alright, my headset is giving up, so that's all for now. But, yeah, I will try to do more and let you guys see how an actual thing goes with the next one. Alright, later. Oh.